Just outside at work, and today is one of those days where there was a mix of chemtrail clouds, especially in the morning, and then now we have normal clouds that are coming through. That's a real cloud. That's made out of water. And you could see, like this little one here, this thin one, that'll evaporate. And we're just going to watch that evaporate, because once we get a chemtrail coming through here, I'll show you that they're not persistent contrails. They won't evaporate, they'll just spread. And you could tell the difference too if it's blowing by like these clouds. You could tell the difference because the chemtrail clouds don't evaporate. That one won't make it across our path, it'll evaporate. You can see the faint piece on the top. That'll be gone in about another minute or so. That's the same as a regular contrail. Hold on. That's the same as a regular contrail. They evaporate. That's why they disappear in a minute or so. Yeah, you're clear. Fenway might be in back, but just go past him. He's fine. You can see the whole top. The whole top is gone now. It evaporated. And it might be hard to tell with like a cheap phone camera, but if you look straight up, you could still see like the grayish haze that's left over from the night before. It's not a humid day, so it's not hazy. It's not like a hazy, hot, humid day. It's a very dry day. And it's maybe about, I don't know, 75 or so. So that's just all the haze that's falling down, and that's why if you look off in the distance you really see, like in between the trees down there, just how like gray and dingy it looks. So that thing's breaking up, it's almost gone. But you could see, you know, if it makes it past the trees, real clouds evaporate. And we'll wait till we see chemtrail cloud come through, and I'll show you those don't. They actually just kind of spread out. And sometimes after a while you forget what real clouds look like. Because there it is, it's gone. Just about gone. That's the French in me, there it is, gone. Alright, so, yeah, as you say, you forget what real clouds look like, because like when it's clear blue, it's almost never clear blue. It's always like that. It's just dirty looking. They don't let us have blue skies very often. So it looks like way back that way there's another line. I don't know if it's, I can't tell through the trees if it's a fake cloud or a real one. But they'll be back. Okay, so it's the next day. they just did trails in the morning and they didn't do them in the afternoon. So it was actually just real normal clouds all day yesterday. But this is all chemtrail. And as you can see, it's hard to see in I see it in the little film, but you see the trail going across there, and then it goes through the cloud, or it stops in the cloud and then continues out over there. And this is all older chemtrail, and as you can see, like the wispy ends of it that should evaporate definitely don't. This will go across the whole sky and it won't evaporate, it'll probably just spread. If you look at some of those feathery ends on the cloud, real thin ones, pretty much should have been gone already. And you know, those chemtrails that, you know, the solid ones like that, those should have evaporated by now too, but they're not water, that's why they don't evaporate. And you see all that thin stuff should have just evaporated by now, and it's not. It just lingers and spreads, that's it. And by later on today, the whole sky will just be like a gray, just a dull gray film. And the weird part is, with normal clouds, the sun doesn't shine through them. The clouds block the sun. But with these, even when it gets thick like it is over there behind the trees, and it goes over the sun still shines through it. So if you look at the weather report, it says partly sunny or partly cloudy, and it's like completely cloudy, but the sun's still out. Crazy. I'm just sick of it. I really am. I see this almost on a daily basis. So I got nothing better to do than watch dogs poop, so I look up at the sky and watch the planes go by and just, oh, there's a blue spot, let's cover that up. Here goes one of our friends. You see how he just turned it off right there? He's up in the cloud now, or it's not a real cloud. That's right in the sun. He's gonna pop out. He's turning it on and off, see? Just find a little blue spot right there. Poof, turns it on. Goes back into the fake cloud, turns it off. It'll pop out the other side. Now the conditions for a contrail don't just change suddenly. And even if that was, it should be just about gone by now, and it's not. It's just gonna linger and spread out. And there he goes. You can barely see the plane, but you see him turning it on and off. Tacoma. See, now he hits a patch of blue, he's going to turn it on.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. You said someone.
Tacoma.
Okay.
See, that's not normal. If we see a normal plane at all today, I'll show you. But it's actually a really dry, not humid day. So on days like this, sometimes they don't even leave contrails. It'll pop out of that other thin veil cloud and start up again. They have new methods now too. They use, I haven't seen them actually do it, but I've seen the clouds themselves. Chem bombs, where they just kind of drop a bomb that pops open and it just leaves behind a little cloud, and that little cloud turns into a huge one. I don't even know where he went. But that's what he left behind. Yeah, he went off into the... You see in between the trees way out there just how thick it is. He may turn around and come back and cover up some more of that blue over there. And then you can see off in that distance just how thick it is. And within a few hours or by this afternoon, the whole sky will look like that. But miraculously, the sun will still be shining. Yeah. He just disappeared. Here goes another pal of ours. So the other trail is over the roof now. It's kind of blowing towards that way. And that's probably 10 minutes ago, and then here goes another one. This guy's just, you know, but that might be a real one. That might actually be a real, just normal, see how it's going away? It's hard to tell because sometimes they turn it on and off, so you kind of have to wait 30 seconds and see if it lingers or not. I just found this snake skin, and it's not a garter snake. There aren't, okay, yeah, so that's definitely a chemtrail. He just turned it on right there, that's all. But yeah, the snake is, there's not too many kinds of snakes here in Connecticut, so I hope for your sake, I hope for your sake that it's not a copperhead. I don't know though, not too familiar. All I know is it's not a garter snake. Ow, dude, off, sit. You want to see? Don't eat it. Yeah, see, that's lingering. He just turned it on right there after he got out of the cloud. He just turned it on. Oh my god, he got me right in the balls. That hurt, man. Don't do that. Yeah, but you could see just how dingy it is. Even if you look over nice and off. Even if you look over back there, it's like a dull gray blue. It's totally gray out there, just all around the horizon. Yeah, it's very rare that we get to see a deep blue sky these days. Thanks to you, buddy. Now you see it was evaporating, and then he turned on the chem, and it's not evaporating. And he's just blatant about it, you know. They don't even try to cover it up. Remember when they first started this, some guy came into my store. I know, it's not fair to you, is it? Some guy came into my store, oh God, it was probably 92, 93, something like that. Okay, so he turned it off, I think. Yeah, he turned it off before he got to those other clouds. Which those actually might be real clouds, the ones moving in. Because they're poofy. And
Is it clear for Camilla?
yeah, you're clear. But yeah, this guy came into my store and he was asking me if I knew about chemtrails, and I didn't know what he was talking about, and he was showing me pictures, and they were doing this over Litchfield County. It seemed like they were just testing in certain areas, and then over the next couple of years they really started to just spread it everywhere. And back then they used to do grid patterns, you know, this way and then that way across the sky, like big squares, or they'd do big X's, and it was just so obvious. Now they just try to make it seem like normal air traffic. Yeah, so you can see he turned it off before he got to those clouds. And they're not cloud seeding. They're not trying to make it rain, because they would be doing it in the clouds. They're just trying to cover the sky. It's our little snake skin that we found. I was wondering if it was poisonous. What? I don't know if he knows. But he's freaked out by it. Easter. He don't like it. It might be from a copperhead. Maybe he's picking up on the scent or something. You're funny. Okay, so now we have some real, actual clouds moving in. And this is all chemtrail haze on this side. But over there, we have some actual real clouds. It's hard to see on the phone, but let's keep an eye on right here, those small, thin clouds. And we're going to watch how that evaporates. And then we'll look at that and see if that evaporates or disappears at all. Okay, it's almost gone already. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. You could just watch, you could focus on any of those little clouds and you just watch as they gradually disappear. Now those are definitely like thicker than this haze here. You know,
Do you want me to start
that's all
cleaning?
pretty thick. But that's still there. Yeah, you want to start in the bowls? Yeah, see, I can wait for as long as that's in sight, visible, and it'll still be there. But you see how much that has thinned out? You see how much of that has evaporated? That's what real clouds do. That's the shapes that they take. And those are fake. It just turns into this thin veil. You see, it's weird. If you look back there, you could actually see some real clouds underneath the veil.
Clear for Sylvie?
Yes, you're clear. You can actually see real clouds sometimes. So if all that haze wasn't here, this would be a crystal clear blue sky with very sparse clouds. It would be a beautiful day. Instead, it's just this depressing bleh, you know? It's depressing. Every day is like that. Nobody even notices. It's like they don't look up ever. You see some actual real clouds going by there, and all that should be blue. Deep, deep blue. See, it looks blue, but it's not. If you remember what blue skies look like, I grew up, you know, I was a kid in the 70s, and I used to watch the planes go by. I remember asking my mom, what's that line of smoke behind them? And she told me what it was, and I used to sit there in the grass and watch them all the time, and they never, ever did that. Never. Never did that. It would always disappear within a minute or so. This is just depressing. People don't know. They don't even look up. And they go, oh, you're crazy. You're one of those people that believes that? Oh, because the government, where'd they get the money for that? They print it. Come on. They don't give a shit about money. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about this planet. They don't care that the fucking grass is dying, that the trees are dying. They don't give a crap. Killing the bees. And it's real bad out in California. You know, I mean, like, this is just dry dust, and it's real bad out in California because they do this like crazy out there. And we're breathing all this in because it settles. That's why if you look down and along the skyline, it's so dingy and gray. And there are some times that you can actually just see it floating. And we're breathing all that in. Aluminum, barium, strontium, sulfur. All kinds of crap that they put in there. And I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but for the past year or so, I get these pressure headaches where if I sneeze or cough, it's like an insane, intense pain in the middle of my head. And then it just lingers for hours afterwards. I've been taking so much Advil, I'm probably destroying my liver. Yeah, but see, there's those, not evaporated, just spreading. And there's those, real normal clouds. That whole strip, that whole line is evaporated. Yeah, so that actually almost looks like it's real, but it's not. You could see where the planes came out over there. It almost looks real because it's like kind of poofy, but it's just the way the wind carried it. And you can see the trails coming out from over there. But none of that evaporates. It's just the way the winds up there arranged it. Now, it won't be long before this thick bit here is covering up the sun. And we'll look when that gets here. And I guarantee you it'll still... Seems like the strip of blue just stayed in between here. The not natural clouds. And then over here we've got the natural ones right above us. So we'll just stay over here and pretend everything's normal and end this on a happier note. You want to say hello? Hi, Doodles. What'd you do with your toy? Where's your toy? Where's your toy? There you go. Good girl. Are you happy? Are you happy? What about you, Gimpy? Huh? Come here. Good boy. Why are you limping? Huh? Why are you limping so much? Want to play again? Drop. Good boy. Yes. Just want to go find a shady spot. That way. Good boy. Down. All the way down. Good boy. He has to be respectful. He can't try to grab the ball. He has to make eye contact and be calm. He's going to stay in the shade now. Okay, there's a normal plane. That's a normal contrail. You see how it disappears just, I'm going to say a few feet, but it's probably like a mile. But very quickly disappears. That's normal. You see, he went across the whole sky there and didn't leave anything. That's just a normal plane. And our real clouds are almost gone.